where there's a reasonable expectation of top-notch driving dynamics in the class above this. That's the XC60, Audi Q5, BMW X3 etc. That doesn't quite apply to the XC40's competitors. They're good but not great. And in that context, the XC40 works well as an urban-orientated all-rounder with light, easy-to-use steering, compliant suspension and decent body control in the bends. We've driven two versions so far, a D4 Momentum and a T5R design. In both cases, it's a premium product with an excellent interior that combines fresh style with well-thought-through practicality, and it's at its best jinking through the traffic or cruising on the open road. It's not so hot being driven hard on rural roads, where the wobbling is typical of SUVs as you hankering after a decent hatchback, and where the lack of grunt from the engines isn't helpful. The rear screen is shallow and the C-pillar's massive, and yet the rear view is fine, helped by big and well-placed mirrors. The ride is comfortable but a bit wallowy, and the steering is trusty and easy but offers little feedback. The T5 is much better than the D4. That's partly down to the more wheeling engine, but also down to the art design coming with slightly spurrier suspension. The less powerful petrol engines don't seem like a good idea, unless you never go out of town. The XC40 is the first car available with Volvo's new Care by Volvo scheme. Watch out for the if and buts. It's only available in some places, on some models. But the idea is an interesting one. You don't buy the car and nor do you lease it in the familiar sense. Instead, you subscribe. There's no deposit. You pay £629 a month and get an up-spec XC40, with the tax, insurance and servicing costs all taken care of, which if all goes well will just leave you paying for screen wash, fuel and air in the tires. And then after 24 months they swap it for a new XC40. The scheme also includes up to 14 days a year in a different Volvo, for instance giving you the chance to go on holiday in a V90. Care by Volvo could also be extended at some point in the future, and at extra cost to get your fueling, service pickup and drop-off and even cleaning dealt with by someone on the end of an app. It's also possible, but not in the UK yet, to grant selective access to your car to friends and family members, who wouldn't need a key to use it, just the right code on their phone. Good, with neat details everywhere, from hooks in the boot to huge door bins up front. There's decent room for 4 adults, or 2 adults and 3 kids. Dynamically, it doesn't shine, but that's par for the class. The exterior is striking but not radical. Especially with a contrasting roof, it's a neat piece of 2017 design work. It feels good to be in, and it will look after you. How does it fit into the Volvo lineup? It feels appreciably different from the XC60, which is that bit roomier and plusher. And there's a healthy price difference too. It also makes the V40 feel due for replacement, which it is.